going to give me initially. So, I had never fully finished Blade Runner, okay? The original. So, I did it. My first thought was, is there ever a point in the history of Harrison Ford where he doesn't look old? Like Han Solo, he looks old?
I don't think so.
I mean, older.
Indy looks young. Blade Runner, he looks young.
But he looks like gruffy, kind of. Like, he doesn't look like... Is he supposed to be like 20 in those?
He's like manly. Okay,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
okay.
That guy's got testosterone for days. He's got like the Bruce Campbell chin.
True, that is true.
He never looked young either.
He's, the thing about... This is kind of a movie trope that bothers me a lot, is where you have the hero. He's obviously the hero in Blade Runner, but he, like... does so much stupid shit, he accidentally wins. He should have been killed like 4 times in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
But he accidentally stumbles into winning.
So when are you going to watch 2049?
I need to.
Yeah.
I looked for it. It's not on any streaming apps, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to get you on Vance's Vance Flicks.
Yeah,
AKA
he's got
Plex
it.
server, of course. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I saw it's 3 hours long.
I don't know. Is it? I watched it back to back one night.
Really?
Yes. I was over at Vance's doing some stuff, and they went to bed because they're drinkers. So I was just sitting there, and I was like, I'm going to watch Blade Runner 2049 for the first time. And I did in 4K on Vance's ridiculous TV.
It's great.
Oh, yeah. And then it was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I popped it back in. I said, I'll run that back and fall asleep to it. And I didn't fall asleep till after it was over.
It had to be 6 in the morning almost.
It was 6 a.m.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because I looked it up. I had heard it's really, really good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's
so
better
faithful
than the original?
to. Well, I mean, I can't say. I can't say. It's so faithful to that universe, to that story, though.
It's it's fun. It's funny because it's like, okay, why did they think that 2019 was gonna have flying cars and shit
And be owned by Atari?
Yeah, I don't. Well, they had the VHS company everywhere, TDK, right?
Yep.
And it's like, I'm pretty sure they're belly up.
I don't know if they made the transition to DVD.
I'm always wondering, why is it all the, like, futuristic movies, everywhere's a shithole?
Dystopia.
Like, why is that always the... shouldn't it be some nice place somewhere?
In
It's
order,
like,
well,
shithole.
watch Star Trek if that's what you want. Like,
okay.
There's no money. There's no, everybody just, they do things that fulfill them and they live good lives, right? But on the other side of the coin, you're going to get to dystopians, which is corporations run everything and there's no room for people.
I mean, I kind of feel like that's actually what's probably going to happen.
And that's exactly what they were saying when they made that movie.
Yeah, it's... Well, the Star Trek, I remember the episodes where Picard decides he just wants to... I don't know if he's on vacation. I can't remember if he's thinking about backing out. He goes back to Iowa and becomes like a wine farmer or
That's
something.
right. Yep.
Very strange.
I think that's where that picks up on the new Picard series as well.
Really? When he's at the winery or whatever.
I know exactly the episodes you're talking about. He goes and talks with his like stiff, angry older brother on his wine farm in Iowa. Yeah.
Very weird episode. I remember that.
Love it.
But then he goes back.
Oh yeah. He goes back. I think that all happens after he lives that full life. He gets transported to that planet where he like lives a full life as a farmer, learns how to play flute, has a kid and a wife.
Oh,
lives an entire life into old age and dies, and then like wakes up and he's back on the Enterprise, and it hasn't, no time's passed.
Huh.
So I think technically he's like 107. I mean, they explain it on the wiki, but he's like 160 or something.
Well, if we're following the timeline of Blade Runner, so it's 2019, and then the new movie is 2049.
Right.
And it does have him in it, so it's like, how fucking old is he supposed to be?
Whew.
He's old.
He's old.
But yeah, I kind of feel bad for the robots.
Definitely.
Because they're just killing them.
And I don't want to tell you what
no, please don't.
2049
but
is.
Here's the other thing. Like, in the intro it says if those robots were illegal, so they would be killed instantly, but for some reason they seem to have robots everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Or replicants everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That aren't being killed unless they escape from their slavery. So
right.
It's like, I don't know. It's kind of confusing, the intro to what's actually happening there.
Guess what? There's 95 different cuts of that movie, too, where...
Really?
Some of them, it's like, sometimes Harrison Ford is a replicant. Sometimes, well, he's not.
Well, I mean, he bangs a replicant.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
I guess.
What a cutie.
But, yeah, you know what's funny about Ridley Scott is, like, I think he made those, like, that, Alien, and then, like, he kind of made shit after that.
Yeah, he just kind of pooped.
Yeah, he didn't make very good movies after that.
What else has Ridley Scott made past then?
I can't imagine he made the new one.
He passed the buck on to his brother, man. Wait, the new Alien?
No, the new...
2049.
Yeah.
I swear he had, like, something to do with it, but I don't think he's the director.
Maybe, did he do Prometheus?
Yeah.
I didn't mind that one.
And that new Aliens with Danny McBride or whatever.
I didn't mind that one either. I mean, it's kind of a weird storyline, but I didn't mind them. It wasn't that bad. I guess it at least explains where the goddamn aliens come from.
Does it, though? Sort of.
I mean, yeah. Okay, they tried to weaponize it, and then it ended up turning against them.
The space jockeys did.
Yeah.
The big boys.
Yeah, and then the facehugger has to implant you, and then it creates the xenomorph out of a human DNA.
Yeah.
Out of their DNA makes something else.
And the robots always know that they are the dominant species, so they're trying to get them into humans because they'll be better than humans.
True. I can't remember. What do they look like when they come out of that alien species? I can't remember now.
What do you mean?
Well, like when the facehuggers get the alien species that created them, they create a different monster.
Right.
Because it, like, goes with whatever DNA they're doing it to.
I only like xenomorphs, so.
Yeah. They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah. How about Alien vs. Predator? You like those movies? They're pretty bad, I think.
Yeah, they're not great. There really hasn't been a good Alien or Predator movie since Aliens and Predator.
Have you played that, or know anybody who's played that Alien Isolation?
Yeah,
is it supposed to be good?
It's very scary, and from what I've heard, like, the save points there's not enough save points, so, like, you gotta go way far back if you get killed.
Really? Okay. I thought it was a bomb game, and then...
As in not good?
Not good. And then I see people playing it occasionally, so I'm like, I don't know if it's...
I swear that thing reviewed pretty high.
Did it?
Yeah. It scared the shit out of a lot of people.
Well, I think it had like a Diablo-esque gearing system, right? I thought that was the one.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game.
Where it's like you get random equipment. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
This one I'm thinking of is like you're sneaking around through the vents trying to avoid both the aliens, or both the xenomorphs and the robots.
Really?
The androids, I guess they are.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
Maybe.
You know what I've been playing? Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh!
Did you like those games?
Yeah, yes.
The first remake was amazing.
Yeah.
Second one, it's not quite as good, but I just want to know how the hell, like, you play the first one?
Yes.
How the hell she is constantly falling from great heights, getting impaled, like, doing everything, and she just gets up and walks away.
Just walks her right off.
She's just, like, immortal.
Shot.
And
broken.
The best part is, like, you start out, and you're just kind of this, like, measly Lara Croft. She gets put in a predicament and then kills one person, and all of a sudden she's like a mass murderer, just slaughtering fucking everybody.
She becomes an army ranger after that. Yeah.
Just murdering everybody in sight. Like, it's kind of funny, actually. And
ridiculous.
Obviously, in the Rise of the Tomb Raider, she's just murdering Russians left and right.
Oh, yeah. Slaughtering
them.
That's funny. Those games, they came out after all those Uncharted games. It was like Tomb Raider came out originally, and then Uncharted ripped them off, and then Tomb Raider came back and ripped off Uncharted and made even better games.
Never played an Uncharted game.
They're not that fun. Why
does everyone fillet them?
Well, PlayStation didn't have much exclusives, right? Back in the Xbox 360 days.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Okay, so I had a problem with Steam this last week where it was saying that I needed to repurchase games that I already had. Have you ever seen that before? Like, I had been playing Tomb Raider earlier in the day, and then when I tried to play it later, it said I needed to purchase it. So, of course, I sent him a ticket. I'm like, what the fuck? I bought this game, I was playing it, and now you're saying I need to buy it. And, of course, 4 days later, they email me back and like, oh, sorry, we're busy, and we're doing maintenance, and sometimes it's a weird glitch that happens.
So did it work again after?
Yeah, it fixed it again, but it's like, this is so weird. So weird.
I mean, I don't know if they're just way too, if they're really busy because of all the corona. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, aren't they located in England somewhere?
No. Valve?
Steam? Oh, yeah.
It's Washington, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought they were an international company. Because I remember when they actually used to make, very good games.
Yeah.
Now they just make billions of dollars selling other people's games.
Selling their service, which, to be honest, I never want to open Ubisoft game launcher or EA game launcher or any of the other ones ever again. I want Steam only. Blizzard, Battle.net.
I don't know about Blizzard, man. I was watching something. They were talking about, they have the CEO or the COO or whatever the hell it is. So he's making about $40 million a year. Sweet $40 million. Right below him's about $35 million. And then they were having all these testimonials from employees who work there. So apparently you will get paid. Okay, you get paid damn near minimum wage.
Okay.
Your chance of being laid off is very high.
Yeah, the turnover in the game development bit. As soon as your project's done, they get rid of everybody.
Well, the other thing is Blizzard will pay you. You get, what did they say, 23-year subscription to World of Warcraft.
Woo!
And then you earn honor points, which allows you to buy Blizzard merchandise.
Oh.
That's how they pay you.
Oh.
So you get minimum wage, and you get reward points, basically, to purchase Blizzard products that you probably helped create.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's the old company store thing from the mining days. Yeah. We'll pay you in Blizzard bucks.
So are we, who was it? Carnegie? Was he the big one who did that? He had, Carnegie dollars. Yep. So are we going to have them stamp down on, companies doing that for digital purchases?
That's insane.
I could, honor points is literally a currency in the game of World of Warcraft, but they're giving it to their actual employees so you can buy stupid video game digital purchases. It's the saddest thing ever.
So you can't even get a t-shirt with honor points?
I mean, maybe you can, but it sounded like if you wanted to buy Hearthstone cards, you could use your honor points.
What is that is that a new Blizzard money?
What?
Honor points?
It's only for employees.
Okay.
Only for employees. So if someone sent an email they got, it's oh, you've been working really hard, blah, blah, blah. Here's 100 honor points. Don't know. When you're buying a digital product from the company that you're working for, I don't know. It just seems really bad.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I'll take, $100 fucking gas card so I can get to work.
Yeah, and it was people are leaving that company to go to Riot Games, which has their own flurry of fucking mess.
Their own slavery issues.
Yeah, it's, well, weren't they a really bad sexual harassment one?
Mm-hmm.
God, what is going on?
I don't get it.
I couldn't imagine working somewhere where they're paying you to purchase products that they sell. That just sounds wrong.
How do we get in on that? Let's get an editor, a research assistant. We'll pay him in Bumble
Bucks?
Bumble bucks.
Well, then they can redeem their Bumble Bucks
for a t-shirt,
a sticker,
a
sticker. They can hang out with Jordan.
Oh my god! Well, I would like to do that. Maybe, maybe if we could get him in here, that would be all right.
We might have to, if you guys can support our Patreon. We might have to take that money and put his face on milk cartons and distribute them around the Twin Cities so we can find him.
He's missing. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take much to thumb a little text into your phone to tell us what's going on.
If we could raise enough money just to put his picture on the Minnesota Twins when they're playing a game in the stands, that'd be fantastic.
Candace sent me Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one, too.
That's so funny.
I saw who they're playing, the Royals yesterday. Mm-hmm. They had the Where's Waldo one.
Yep, that's good.
Pretty sweet.
That's good.
That was
The
pretty
fucking Wild. They're done.
Oh, did they lose yesterday?
Last night, yeah. Well, this morning, last night, whatever. I think it wrapped up. Well, it wrapped up 11 seconds into the first overtime.
Okay, I saw they had the game on yesterday after the Twins game, and they won or lost.
The Wild?
Yeah.
They lost.
Last
They're
night?
done, yeah.
Okay. Were they a very good team?
I can't remember. That was like 5 months ago. No,
What do
there
you
were some
mean?
names out there that I was like, oh, right, that's right.
Well, they had a new coach, and, well, I saw your boy, who's the jockey strap guy?
Crosby?
Yeah, he went home already.
I didn't see the Pens were out. No.
Yeah, they lost to,
Carolina, right? The Hurricanes?
it might have been what's the sea that's on fire?
Oh, the Calgary Flames.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
yeah.
The sea, I thought you meant like the a body of water.
No.
Like, I don't know if they have a hockey team.
Did the Blackhawks move on?
I'm not up to date. I haven't even looked at the NHL app today.
I saw, because they're playing, I saw it, they're playing the Oilers, and the Oilers have that one kid who's supposed to be like a god, right?
Well, McDavid.
Yeah.
McJesus, yeah.
Yeah,
And they
isn't he
got
supposed to be
Nugent
like
Hopkins. Yeah, of course. He's the best. They think he's the new Gretz.
Okay, so is hockey kind of like, if we're talking about NBA, you can have one star, but he needs other people.
Yeah, without somebody to feed him the puck, you're not going to score. Yeah.
That's the other thing. With The Last Dance, they were literally just feeding Jordan the ball.
Yep. But he was making it happen.
I mean, the important games they won is when they took the ball out of his hands. You know what?
He was a hog, though.
I didn't think there was that much filleting, except for a few episodes. Most of the time, he was okay.
What about the entire series that was just about him and barely about anybody?
Well, I mean, outside of a basketball player, he was a cultural phenomenon,
True.
too. Like, how many kids do you remember having starter jackets for the Bulls on them? The Bulls and the goddamn Dallas Cowboys from back then?
Their black away jerseys I've seen on more people than anything else. The Bulls black away, and for good reason, because they're beautiful.
I felt bad for that Greek guy. Was he Greek? Or East Tuco?
Oh, yeah. He's Eastern European.
Yeah, he's just like, they're playing in the Olympics. He's like, I don't know why they're being mean to me.
They
It's
hate
like,
me.
Yeah, I'm like, poor bastard. He didn't know how capitalism works.
That's
yet.
right.
So.
He didn't know. He thought that they would show him a little respect, but
Yeah.
no, they did not.
No, they didn't. So I'm assuming since Jerry Krause doesn't talk at all, that he's dead, right?
He's got to be, because the last footage they have is from like 05 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Steve Davis Jr. That's who he is. He's a fat Steve Davis.
He does kind of look like
He's got
him.
that one dumb squinty eye. He's got like the mole on his cheek right up there.
Why is he such a snake? I don't get it.
Jerry Krause?
Yeah.
Money. Capitalism.
I mean, he had to be making plenty of money.
He was.
Why does he need more?
He wanted to be the star, too. He wanted to be a star. He wanted to be a name.
I mean, he was a GM for like 30 years,
He's a little
right?
fat man. He's not a giant, awesome basketball player. You're not going to be as famous as Michael Jordan when you're a little fat money man.
Well, I mean, since then, it seems like the NBA, the stars are kind of who's in control.
Definitely.
Yeah. They
And
kinda
Michael
shifted
should
that.
have flexed his control a little more. I know we've talked about it, but to get Pippen some more money.
He might have claimed that Pippen was his best friend or whatever, but I don't know if he necessarily cared that much.
I wonder if they call ever, talk to each other on the phone or anything.
Maybe. I don't talk about whose finger's straighter. I don't know. Who was I watching today? Was it a reality TV show? It was some lady who was a non-athlete, but her finger was crooked like that. The hell was I watching today? I don't even remember. I don't know. Can't remember.
Well, Blade Runner? The reality show?
No. That'd be a sweet reality show.
Hell yeah.
Dog the Bounty Hunter, but for robots.
Ooh.
Is he still alive?
Ooh. He was hunting down War Machine last time I heard of him.
That's a good episode of Crime and Sports. By the
Hell
way.
yeah, that's a really good one.
I've heard of him, but I didn't realize how fucking weird he is.
I was a fan of Christy Mack back then when that happened, so I was like, whoa, she's hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know how she's alive.
I guess ladies and men too, if your significant other is a fighter, Be very careful because it seems like they snap.
Definitely.
Too much brain damage.
Check their record. Check their record, see how many fights they've been in, and make your judgment. If they've been in less than 15, you're probably okay. If their record looks like 40 and 90, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt because their brain is gone.
Hey, hold on now. Even the ones who win a lot turn.
True. I mean, if you're the one still standing at the end, you're still taking blows every time you step in there.
Has there been a lady MMA fighter or lady boxer who has snapped? I wonder if there has been. I haven't heard about one. I think
the UFC opened their women's division only 8 years ago, so I don't know if enough time's passed.
Yeah, it takes off of that CTE to kick in.
And that's not saying that it doesn't happen in other leagues and stuff, but obviously it's not in the public eye like the UFC is.
Yeah, well, I mean, fighting is probably the best way to get serious head damage, right?
Or football. Fighting and football.
Well,
you're guaranteed it in football. You're guaranteed.
Unfortunately, they don't really have a women's football.
Or fortunately. I'm not quite sure.
What if they want to play football? Well, you should let them play football.
I wouldn't let my kids play football. I wouldn't.
Well, I always remember that was the famous Barack Obama quote. He said he'd never let his kids play football. Because the fucking irreversible fucking head damage.
There's way better ways to learn the things you need. You learn a lot of good things when you play football. How to be coached, how to work hard, how to take responsibility, all that stuff. There are other sports with coaches that could teach you the same thing without scrambling your fucking brain like a potato.
To be fair, though, football has evolved a lot where they're moving away from contact during practice.
True.
So it's just contact during the game, and then they're trying to teach people not to hit each other in the head, which,
Well, they could have done that during my day. And
they didn't care about it till they got sued, unfortunately.
It was what Mr. Bjorklund was famous for saying, and he said it to Chad, who is my brother, older brother by 10 years, and he even said it to me. I've never seen a helmet break. Hit him as hard as you can. Use your head.
Well, watch Last Chance U. That guy, we were talking about, I don't know, it was weird because they started winning after they didn't have a possibility of making the playoffs.
Right.
And he was being nicer to them. Then they started playing really good. So maybe, I don't know, is screaming at them really helping?
I think it depends on the group of kids, too. Yeah. The whole dynamic.
I've never figured that out. You have, the first season where that Southern guy is just, cursing and swearing and throwing shit everywhere. Does that help?
I don't think so. In my opinion.
It doesn't really seem, I think, there's a middle ground there.
Unless you're motivated by fear, but some, kids these days are not. They're fearless.
I think the secret to Bill Belichick's success is he just constantly looks disappointed.
That's the way to be. Because all those kids are being raised by their mothers only for the most part in poor, destitute situations. If you look disappointed, you're going to straighten them right the fuck around.
And that's probably why he doesn't smile.
That's it.
He just wants to instill that guilt in you. You talk to him, you don't even know why he's disappointed, and he's just disappointed.
Yeah, shit, I'm going to be better now because Bill's mad at me.
One of the sweetest things I read was, so Julian Edelman must have had a HBO documentary or something, and he was talking about when he was a rookie, he was at their facility late at night, and he was going to head in the hot tub, and Bill Belichick was in there, and he didn't want to talk to him because he was too nervous about talking to him, and Bill asked him, what is he doing? He's like, I'm going to the hot tub. And then Bill stood up bare-ass naked, just walked right out of there, didn't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. Big dick energy.
He flexed on him.
Hell yeah.
He flexed on him. I was just laughing. It's pretty funny.
What's that ripped-ass little Julius Edelman? I don't give a shit. Look at my big wiener.
Yeah. I don't know if Bill Belichick does. He's got a barrel. He's got a barrel-shaped body, but
in a barrel-shaped cock.
He might.
When Gardenhire was still the manager for the Twins, I don't know if you remember Ron Gardenhire, the bench boss for a while.
Yeah.
My dad was putting in a couple pop machines down in their locker room. And he turned around, and Gardy was standing on the phone in a dress shirt in just his tighty whities. He had a dress shirt and tighty whities.
Oh, my God.
And he was yelling at somebody on the phone. And my dad was just laughing, and Gardenhire did not give a shit.
I assume at that point you got cocks coming in and out of there constantly.
Baseball locker room, yeah. It's like, yeah, you're going to see something.
all their locker rooms just naked. Do you remember? I remember it was one of the Colts games. Somebody was celebrating, doing like Instagram Live or whatever, and they didn't notice that Andrew Luck was like bare ass naked in the background. Quickly got taken down by like his dick and everything.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Because they weren't paying attention.
No, they were stoked.
Yeah, he's getting naked in there, dude.
It's a locker room. Let's not take videos in the locker room, all right?
Maybe have a little privacy.
No shit. There's cameras all over when you're a pro athlete. Let's have a little space just for us.
I totally agree, but yeah, it doesn't happen too often, but I remember that one in particular.
Sheesh.
Because that video got striked really fast.
Sheesh. I do like it. I think I saw one where one of the guys just like was cupping his dick and balls and trying to run out of the camera frame. He's like, it's fucking funny.
Oh, God. I wish they would just keep media people out of there. Like, you see Michael Jordan in the documentary coming out and there's just like 50 fucking people there. It's like, oh my God.
Just a cluster.
Yeah. Can you just leave him alone for 10 minutes?
Seriously. Let me decompress after I just played the highest level of basketball you can play.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of sports this year are happy that they don't have to talk to them people because of coronavirus.
Hell yeah. In the NHL ones, they have like the players at the intermissions, they say nothing. Because that's how it is. We gotta get pucks in deep. We gotta step up our forecheck, back check, paycheck, boys. And they are so eager to just run right off. Like some guy stammers out a question as they're standing against the backdrop, and then they're like, "Yep, you're gonna do the thing. Okay, bye." And they just run right back to the locker room.
I imagine that would get really annoying.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't want to be interviewed constantly.
What a nightmare.
This sounds terrible.
I'm glad I don't have to do that.
I totally. Maybe we'll be there one time, but hopefully not.
I am going to do an interview pretty soon with Leslie, though.
Oh, right. But she's not going to be grilling you like
probably
some
not.
ink-stained wretch would be.
She's not going to say, why didn't you shoot 20 for 20 tonight? Why did you only shoot 16 for 20?
You thinking about retiring, Adam?
Oh, fuck you. That's what I would say.
You're going to retire, Adam?
Why? Why?
I kind of wish he did try baseball. I thought he was shitty at baseball. But then again, who knows? Miguel Sano apparently hits 400 in AAA, and then in the major leagues he has like a 92.
Oh, God. And if he could just get his fitness in order, he might actually be a serviceable baseball player.
Can he just, how hard is it to make millions of dollars and just not be a pig for a few months of the year?
You can hire somebody for $30,000 a year that'll yell at you every time you try and pick up a donut. You could do that if you had all that money.
Yeah, he doesn't want that.
No, he wants to have his donuts and play baseball too.
He's just, I don't know. If his hitting was really good, I could understand, but he's just he'll either get a home run or strike out a whole bunch.
Yep. Really good. It was really good that year when the All-Star game was in Miami, when he was in the home run tournament. He still got fucked up by Aaron Judge for the Yankees, but
that guy looks like a replicant.
He creeps me out. He's got
a little darker skin. Yeah. He's got the creepiest light blue eyes,
freckles. Little gap in his teeth.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a human being.
No.
He just looks like a cyborg.
Like an Ubermensch. And he has the perfect hips, the perfect butt. He's just like,
where did they find him?
A genetic lab.
He's made by Umbrella?
Made by Steinbrenner.
Oh my God, I started seeing fucking people putting, that Umbrella somehow created goddamn coronavirus.
It would be way more awesome if Umbrella made coronavirus.
Well, if an Umbrella actually even existed, maybe, but, I don't know. People are fucking
people
insane.
Are saying Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil. They're saying is
absolutely. I've seen it in memes where they're putting the Umbrella logo behind it, and of course Bill Gates is there, and it's always Bill Gates.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know what to say about that. Except we're gonna go. Umbrella Corporation did not create COVID-19.
No,
I'll tell you that much for free. right now, listeners. You don't even have to subscribe to the Patreon, but you should anyways at patreon.com/bumblebuttpodcast.
Please do.
Any level. Also buy a shirt. Please buy a shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not desperate. Just, we would love for you to wear our shirt.
We got merch and we want to unload it.
Yeah. And we want you to advertise for us and pay us for the privilege to advertise for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Later.